Come on, mon ami.
Ready.
Ready.
Fight. Sonic boom. Good. Sonic boom. Sonic boom. Good.
See you, mon cher.
Let it go. Get it card. Trick card. Agent Slash. Agent Slash. Agent Slash. Agent Slash. Get it, Agent Slash. Get it, come.
See you. Come on. See you.
Charlie, win!
Come on.
Let's go, Club.
Ready. Fight!
Real Claw.
Powerful!
Real Claw. Real Claw. Real Claw. Real Claw.
Powerful!
Real
Powerful! Powerful! Good!
Real Claw.
See you.
Agent Slash! Agent Slash! Yeah!
Have it fight.
Agent Slash! Agent Slash! Good!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Have it fight.
Yeah!
Yeah. Have it fight.
Yeah! Good! Kinetic Agent Slash!
Have it fight.
Kinetic Good! Royal!
Have it fight. Big gun.
Royal! Flash! KO! Gambit win!
Cajun.
Trick card!
Come on,
Yes.
mon ami.
Ready! Fight!
Optic Blast. Team Slice.
Sonic boom!
Optic Boom. Team Slice.
Powerful! Powerful! Good!
Optic Boom. Optic Blast. Optic Blast. Object blast. Object blast. Object blast. Genius flight. Object blast. Genius flight.
Trick card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Agent slash. Shinku. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Trick card. Trick card. Shinku. Kinetic card.
Gambit win!
Infini. Royal. Come on.
Ready! Fight!
Snake boom. Summer food. Summer food.
Good!
Snake boom. Summer food. Snake boom.
Good! Good!
Snake boom. Summer food.
Share.
Good!
Power up.
See you.
Good! Good!
Snake boom. Snake boom. Juggernaut punch.
KO! Charlie win!
Sonic blade.
Come on.
Oh!
Ready! Fight!
Snake boom. Summer food. Summer food. Snake boom. Snake boom. Summer food. Snake. Summer food. Summer food. Summer food. Snake boom.
Share. See you. Come on.
Snake boom.
Kinetic card.
Snake boom.
Kinetic card. Kinetic card.
Snake boom.
Good!
Snake boom.
Kinetic card.
Snake boom.
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Royal. See you, Share.
Good!
Kinetic card.
Snake boom.
No! Royal Blast! See ya, mon cher.
Good.
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Trick card.
Typhoon! 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 Typhoon!
Royal.
Powerful.
See ya, mon cher.
Powerful.
Typhoon!
Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
KO! Charlie, win!
Powerful.
Come on. Playtime is ended.
Ready. Fight!
Powerful.
Good.
Powerful.
Good.
Powerful.
See ya, mon cher. Kinetic card.
Good. Good.
Trick card.
Good.
Cajun strike. Royal.
Powerful.
See ya, mon cher.
Powerful.
Good.
Sonic boom. Powerful. Powerful.
See ya, mon cher.
Magnetic Tempest. Magnetic Shockwave.
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Royal Blast. See ya, mon cher. Cajun strike. Kinetic card. Cajun strike. Kinetic card.
KO! Gambit, win!
Cajun. Royal Blast. Come on, mon ami.
I am the apocalypse. Ready. Fight! Good.
Sonic boom.
Royal Blast.
KO! Gambit, win!
Infini. Cajun slash. on, mon ami.
Fight!
Kinetic card.
Snake boom!
Kinetic card.
Snake boom!
Kinetic card.
Snake boom! Snake boom!
Royal Clash.
Snake boom! Snake boom!
Kinetic card. Kinetic card.
Snake boom! Snake boom!
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Agent Flash. Kinetic card.
Snake boom!
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Royal Flash. See you, mon cher.
Snake boom! Snake boom! Snake boom!
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Agent Flash.
Snake boom!
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Royal Flash.
KO!
See you, mon cher.
Gambit
Mot
wins!
infini.
Game over. This is X-Men vs. Street Fighter.